What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we're gonna be doing a full face first impressions on a bunch of new really exciting makeup. There have been a lot of hot new viral releases and I'm so excited to try these out with you guys. I've been like hoarding them in a little drawer, like saving them for this video, so I can't wait. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you're notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, up first we're gonna be going in with a serum slash primer. So this is new from Glow Recipe and it's the Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drop. So this is supposed to give a smooth effect to the skin and blur your pores. So it's a serum, but it said that it can also be used as a primer. So I'm gonna go in, this is what it looks like. It's white, and apply. It doesn't have a super strong scent to it. Some of Glow Recipe's products are like very strongly scented. This one is not a strong scent. I'm gonna just go in and apply first in the areas where I have like enlarged pores, and then I'm gonna kind of feather it out everywhere else. It's super lightweight and actually feels quite hydrating, which I do like. And I do feel like that did blur this area of my face. So it's like a primer, but also gonna help your skin over time. I like that. Okay, up next, oh my goodness. This is new from Too Faced. It is the Born This Way Healthy Glow Skin Tint. I have gotten so many questions about this. Can I try it? What are my thoughts? Because y'all know if you have watched me for a long time that Too Faced Born This Way foundation is like my OG holy grail foundation. I love that. I have always loved it, always recommended it. So they came out with a healthy skin tint. As part of the Born This Way line, this is basically supposed to be like a lighter, more natural sort of complexion product. It does say though 24-hour wear, all day hydration, and it does have SPF 30 in it. So I'm gonna shake it up, and I'm using shade Natural Beige, which is the same shade that I use in Born This Way. Ooh, it's like exploding out of the top there. I shook it a little too much, I think. Okay, I'm just squeeze some out of my cheek. And let's go in and blend. Ooh, this looks really, really nice. I'm liking it. Feels very hydrating too, which I love, because the OG Born This Way, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's hydrating, but it's definitely not drying. It has a natural finish, so it's very, very nice. But this one, definitely you can feel the hydration almost immediately. So I really, really like that. You guys can see kind of the side to side. Now let's go in on this side. Squeeze a little bit more out. Love that it has the SPF too. Perfect for every day, like in the summer. I really hope it lasts as well as the original Too Faced Born This Way does, and if so, I am gonna love this. And I feel like even though it gives a lighter coverage than the classic Born This Way does, it still gives a very good coverage. So because it's a skin tint, don't think that it's not gonna give you any coverage. I honestly would say this is like pretty much a medium coverage. So it's not like a super light coverage, but it feels very light on the face. Like I don't feel like I have a lot of stuff on my skin, which is very nice. Okay, so upon first application, I love it. Really, really good. I will update the description box with how it lasts, but so far, 10 out of 10. Okay. Up next, all of my OG favorite products are like coming out with newer versions. So Tarte came out with the Shape Tape Radiant. So we all know the OG Tarte Shape Tape, super full coverage, matte finish. But one of the biggest criticisms of that concealer was that it was too heavy on the under eyes and too drying. But they came out with the Radiant version, and I did try this as soon as I got it. I did like a TikTok. So you guys can check out my TikTok if you wanna see. I did the Radiant on one side and the original on the other to show you guys the differences. But today I'm just gonna go in with the Radiant. I have shade medium, and to be honest, I probably need shade light medium, so I'm gonna get a lighter shade of this. But I have been loving this concealer. It still gives an amazing coverage. They market this as more of a medium coverage product, but to be honest, I feel like it's medium to full. Like, it still gives a very good coverage on the under eyes, but instead of having a matte finish, it has a radiant finish, and it feels much more hydrating and lighter on the under eyes. And when I did my TikTok and I put the original and this one underneath my eyes, once I set them with powder, this one actually creased less underneath my eyes at the end of the day. So I think if you have more mature skin too, or just lines underneath your under eyes, this is gonna be an amazing option for you and really, really pretty. I really like it. Okay, for blush, we have to try this out. So this is new from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. She came out with, oh, there's like a fuzz flying in the air there. Sorry about that. She came out with these blurring cheek tints. So they're basically cream blushes. This one is in the shade Plush Pink. And I thought that it looked really, really pretty. You can see the color down there. So I'm gonna go in on my cheeks with this. I don't really know how pigmented these are supposed to be. I haven't seen anybody review them yet. Ooh, okay. Pigmented, because it says tint, so you know sometimes that means that it's not going to be super pigmented. We definitely are getting color with it. Pretty. I do like this shade. They do have a matte finish, which is interesting because I think about Jaclyn, I always think about like glowy products, but this is still very, very pretty and very pigmented. I feel like I actually, to be honest, used probably too much. Let me blend it with my beauty sponge a little, but this is very, very pretty. I like it. A lot of times with my cream blushes, I like them to have like a little bit of a sheen to them, like a little glow aspect, but that's a personal preference. This one doesn't, like I said, it's just gonna be matte, but it's still very, very pretty. I'm gonna just jump in and set the under eyes with a little bit of powder. And then I'm just gonna go in and fill in my brows really quickly before we go in with some new eye products that I am so excited about, but I don't have any new brow products, so I'm just gonna feather them on in real quick. Okay, brows are done. We're gonna move on to our eyes. I'm really excited because Colourpop came out with these little liquid eyeshadows. I feel like these could maybe be a dupe for the Stila one, so I'm very interested to see. I have shade Sweetser Ave here, so I'm gonna go in with this on my eye. I think they're supposed to be like duochrome, and like depending on how the light kind of hits the eye, they'll like change colors. So I'm gonna go in. Ooh, this is pretty. Wow. So this one's kind of like a peachy sort of duochrome, but then depending on how the light hits it, it could almost look green. I'm gonna just buff and blend it out a little bit at the top here, just so there's not a harsh line, but that is so pretty. Okay, let's go on the other side. It also dried really quickly. Like, it doesn't stay super wet on the lid, which I like, and they're super foiled. I feel like liquid blushes can be a formula that's kind of difficult to nail just because they can become like very creasy, but these pretty good, at least this one did. And you're able to kind of like buff and blend them as well with some regular shadow. So very pretty. I like these a lot actually. And especially if you're like me and you just like kind of dread doing your eyeshadow, it's very quick and easy because you can just kind of throw this on and keep it moving, so I like it. Okay, up next for liner, I have a bunch of these new, ooh, I'm throwing them, sorry. I have a bunch of these new Urban Decay ones. These are the 24/7 ink liners, and they have a bunch of cool colors, so I kind of want to use like a cool colored one to go with our eyes today. Let's do this pretty light blue one. This is in the shade Binge. Gonna go in. Ooh, very pigmented and bright. I feel like for festival season, these are perfect. Or even if you just like want a bright pop of color for summer, to do a cool kind of different look. These are really cool, and I feel like formula-wise, they're very nice too, so just like the black or brown one, which is what I would typically use like on the regular, will be really nice, but I love this kind of bright, different sort of pop. These work very well actually. I really like this, and I didn't really, you know, think that I would like love it because I don't normally use like crazy colors like this, but like I said, formula wise, really nice. So I feel like the more neutral colors are gonna be great, but I actually really like the blue kind of pop. It's fun. And for summer, I feel like a little different. Goes with my dress a little bit. Cute. Okay, up next, Miss Fenty gave us a brand new mascara. This is the Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara from Fenty. So let's go in with her and put this on our lashes. I definitely prefer more lengthening mascaras than volumizing. That's just me personally, where this one is definitely supposed to be more of a volumizing one, but let's coat her on and see how it does. Okay, wait, this is actually really good because I feel like even though it's volumizing, it still actually gave me a lot of length and lift on my lashes. Okay, Fenty. I actually really like this. Like still giving a ton of length, not just giving volume. So this gets an A+ for me. I really like this actually. Very nice. Ooh, love this. Okay, to bronze up the face, I'm gonna go in with this from Tarte. These are the Park Ave Princess Waterproof Face and Body Bronzer. So they've had the Park Ave Princess Bronzer for a really long time. I don't know if they just like changed up the packaging, but I loved the original. So let's see this new one with the new packaging and see if it's essentially the same thing. It's nice again because it's waterproof, so you can use it on the face and the body. So moving into the summer months, it's perfect. This looks really nice. It doesn't have any glitter in it, but it does add like a slight sheen to the skin and just gives a healthy, pretty little glow. Okay, up next for a powder blush, Iconic London came out with these Kissed by the Sun multi-use cheek glow blushes. This one in the shade Hot Stuff I thought looked really beautiful, so I'm gonna use this on my cheeks. Kind of has like an orangey coral tint to it. We obviously have the cream blush on, but this is so pretty and definitely gives a pretty sheen. Like again, like I said, I like that more in my blushes than just a matte blush. Very pretty. We are definitely like heavily blushed today. I don't think you need the cream and the powder blush, but I did want to try both, but they're both pretty pigmented on their own, so we're definitely heavily blushed, but I feel like it's cute. Gonna put a little on my nose. And this shade is really pretty. We have a very summery kind of look today. Okay, now for the lips, these have taken the world by storm. We've all already heard about them, I'm sure, the Rare Beauty lip oils. So I tried the one in the shade Hope originally. That's the one that I got originally. So I wanna try a different shade now. Let's try shade Happy. It's like a pretty sort of pink. Now, this is new, so it's obviously, that's why I'm using it today, but I have already tried it. Ooh. This is pretty. Now, these are super interesting. I like them a lot. I think the marketing of them as a lip oil is an interesting choice. Sorry, I'm trying to like put this on my list and talk at the same time. They remind me much more of like a glossy lip stain almost, not really like a lip oil. To me, lip oils tend to not be very pigmented, and these are very pigmented, like they have a lot of color to them. Lip oils are more so, in the ones that I used in the past, just like an oil that has a very, very light tint, where this is giving full pigment. And they're not overly like oily feeling to the lips. However, they are hydrating, they are not drying. Because I feel like the term lip tint makes people sometimes think like drying, at least on myself. That's kind of what I associate with. A lot of lip tints are drying, where these are not drying. So I get it. I just think the marketing as a lip oil is a little bit different. It's not gonna be your traditional lip oil. However, I really, really like them, and this shade is really pretty. This is Happy. The original one I tried was Hope, and I think I actually like this one better. It's like a pretty bright pop of pink. And what's nice is when the glossiness of this wears off, you will still have the stain on your lips, so they are long lasting. So I do really like them. I just wanted to emphasize, like, it's not gonna be like the traditional lip oil that you may think of. However, they're still very, very nice. So I like this a lot. Actually, I'm excited that I tried this. And I feel like it goes pretty with our little bright colored look today. Okay, now last but certainly not least, Miss Fenty finally gave us a clear version of her Heat lip glosses. These are the Gloss Bomb Heat, so they're basically like lip plumping versions of their gloss bombs, and she had a couple of them, but there was never a clear one. So they gave us a clear one finally. This is Glass Slipper Heat. So we still do have a little glossiness from the lip oil, but I'm gonna go in with this on top to give us some extra juiciness on these lips. I love the Heat formula of her gloss bombs. Super, super juicy looking on the lips, really pretty, and looks really, really nice. I like that. I will say though, the Gloss Bomb Heats are not for the faint of heart. These ones definitely sting and tingle the lips, but I love them. But yeah, this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Overall, we tried a lot of really great products. So I will have everything linked down below in the description box if you guys want to check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.